YouTube, what's going on, man? I'm just coming to check in on y'all, man. I seen the bad news coming across my phone on ESPN. Jayson Tatum's out, man. You know what I'm saying? He tore his Achilles, and that's his season right there. That's his playoff season. I think the Celtics out of there anyway. And when you tear that Achilles, no telling how long it's going to take him to recover. So, you know, he could be out of most likely a lot of next year too. So, you know, it's just been a lot of injuries. I seen LeBron James get his injury. Like I said, Jayson Tatum suffering his injury. I seen Derek Garland. He's suffering an injury. Everybody's getting kind of hurt. You know, Luka kind of hurt his back in that Game 5 we was playing. Steph Curry's out right now. Jimmy Butler he's not stepping up, but it's getting the bad news of like a young player like Jayson Tatum that can detour his whole basketball career. He just got him a ring last year. You know, the ceiling was, the sky's the limit for him, man. And with him, and now when he gets back and finally get to play another basketball, you might not have a Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? You got an old Horford, you got a Drew Holiday, they're all old. You got a Porzingis that can't stay healthy. He's not really giving you anything. You got a Derek White, you know what I'm saying? And how I'm looking at it, man, Jayson Tatum might not ever get back to looking at the same team that he had before. It just don't look too good, man. And I'm sorry for the young cat that it goes down like this, but that's just it's just a rude awakening of playing sports, you know. So you get paid big bucks, you get injured, you know, things happen like that, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's just, when you playing the game, enjoy the game, you can't take nothing for granted. And to see that youngster rolling around on the ground, man, he knew it was over, man. You know, that's one hard thing about basketball, man, the injuries, man. I remember when Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles that year, man, I could see just the heartbreak in his eyes, man. He was just so distraught. And he was hurt, man, not knowing he wasn't going to get to play again. I done seen it with Klay Thompson. I done seen it with a lot of players, man, where they end up getting that injury. I even remember Isaiah Thomas. I think Isaiah Thomas tore his Achilles, and I think that was the end of his career right there, even when Jordan broke his foot. It just happens to the best of us, and you know what I'm saying? It's a messed up thing with him being so young. He's going to recover, and he's going to have his career, but you don't know what an Achilles can do for a player like that. And a lot of times, them non-contact injuries, a lot of times when a guy just running and he falls down, that's a serious injury. He wasn't pushed down, he wasn't knocked down, he didn't trip over nobody's foot. That non-contact injury, lots of time, that's like the worst injury. And I feel for the guy, you know what I'm saying? That kind of injury, man, I done seen this take people career on such a detour, you know what I'm saying, ruin people's career. And the kind of game he was having, man, I think he had about 40. So he was going out, man. You know, he was coming at their throat. But I don't know if the Knicks just got their number, man, because I think with him doing what he was doing, they were still losing by 5, you know what I'm saying? And at the beginning of the season, I was thinking the Celtics were going to win. I know how hard it is to repeat. So I had this year picked the Cleveland Cavaliers. And you see what's going on with that pick. That pick is looking like super trash right now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man, you know, like Jayson Tatum, man, he's a great player. He's always been disrespected. He don't get the respect he deserves. And for me to see this kind of injury that can do a big detour on the guy's career, it's somewhat to a light kind of unfair, man. You know, everybody get injuries, man, but why when you on such a high, he just got his championship ring, he just got a gold medal, he just got a nice contract, you know what I'm saying? He always had this back and forth with who is the best player on his team out of him and Jaylen Brown. So now, with him being out for the rest of the playoffs and no telling how long next year, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, it only take that much of a amount of time for somebody to start looking at you a little shaky, like, should we break this up? And it sounds a little crazy with the guy being so young, but when he comes back and play with his team, most likely he's not going to have the same team he's been playing with. I know a few of them guys going to be gone. I know a person like Derek White, I might keep him. I think Drew been looking a little old lately. Porzingis, you might have to get rid of him. Al Horford might retire. He's one of the oldest players in the league. And Jaylen Brown gonna be there, but he has to carry the team by himself now. And I don't know. I think he was a good Robin. I don't think he a Batman. Everybody be trying to say he a Batman. I think he more of a Robin. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling sad for Jayson Tatum. You know what I'm saying? That just it's sometimes it's unfair, and you could be put in a situation where Ain't nothing you can do about it, man. And that youngster got his whole career in front of him to see it go down like this and what happened. And when I seen the injury, I know what it was, man. I'm just like, it ain't a good injury, man. He ain't gonna come back. You know how he's rolled on the ground. This ain't no Paul Pierce moment where he just had to go use the bathroom. So he really faked the injury to go use the bathroom, to come back out, to go in a wheelchair and come back out like he coming to save the day when the guy wasn't really never hurt. But prayers goes out to Jayson Tatum. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? They one of our nemesis with me being an LA Laker fan. But prayers to the youngster, man. Hope he get better, man. Hope he get it back together. Hope he get going with the kind of surgery and the medical field these people be in now. All the miracles they doing with people ligaments and attaching people Achilles and ACL back together. And next thing you know, they playing real quick. Hopefully this guy's a young guy and he can get back to doing what he's doing. But man, tell me how you feel about that, man. And how do you feel about all these injuries going on in this playoffs, man? It's getting a little wicked, man. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I think is it too much basketball going on? Is too much do you might have to cut the season down? I know I sound kind of crazy because guys have played through this before, but there's something going on with these guys, and it ain't just regular guys. It's star players constantly being hurt, and what that does, that makes the playoffs look kind of crazy looking because somebody ends up winning that wasn't supposed to win. But I guess in history that it went down like that. But tell me how y'all feel about it, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my channel, man. Run over boss. I'm out.